Welcome back to the Talking Sports Podcast YouTube page, and this is our Week 10 UnderDog Fantasy Pick'em, and as always, sponsored by UnderDog Fantasy. Make sure you guys use code TSB for a 100% deposit match up to $100 on UnderDog Fantasy. Everything will be in the description. Just click the link, or if you just want to download the app on your phone or just type in UnderDog Fantasy, make sure you guys use that. And JR, where can everyone follow us on social media, the many social media platforms that we have?
Yeah. So, guys, we post a lot of content, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Talking Sports PD. Yeah, a lot of good content, college football, basketball, college basketball's back, NFL. Other than videos we post on YouTube, we post a lot of, picks and just other stuff on the world of sports.
Content.
Yeah, on our social medias, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Talking Sports PD.
Yes. And without wasting any time, I was about one catch away from a Devontae Smith win to get into the victory column. And as always, with our picks, we've been pretty good lately. We just haven't got over the hump to the third win or to the third pick. If you guys want to mix and match, use two of JR's, one of mine, two of mine, one of JR's. Just mix and match. You like some of ours, or you only use one or two, just maybe use a separate. You can do whatever you want. This is what we got. So, JR, I'm going to start with you. What does your UnderDog Fantasy Week 10 pick'em look like?
Yeah, so starting off, I got Gus Edwards getting a touchdown. The Ravens backfield, they got three good backs, but Gus Edwards is that red zone back. They'll give him all the carries, within the 10-yard line, basically. He had 2 touchdowns last game. He had 3 touchdowns the game before and 1 touchdown before that. So he's on a touchdown streak right now, 3 straight games. I think he gets in again against the Cleveland Browns, a little rivalry game there. Next up, I got Will Levis, over 212 passing yards. The 2 games he's played, he's hit it both times. I really like him. He's throwing it downfield. He's got DeAndre Hopkins with them. And they're playing Tampa Bay, which is going to be a close game. So I think they'll, Tampa Bay's got a good rushing defense, so they won't be running it. They have Derrick Henry, but they're going to be passing it a lot more too. So over 212, I think that hits easily. And then finally, Christian McCaffrey, over 66 rushing yards. He has not hit it the last 4 games. However, the 49ers offense has been struggling during those games. They're playing the Jacksonville Jaguars. I think they come back. They get a win this week. So I think, he's due for a big rushing game with Brock Purdy struggling. I think they'll give him a lot of carries. There's 66.5 rushing yards from McCaffrey.
I like it, man. I like it. Make sure you guys use code TSB and make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. Road to 5K begins. A subscription would mean a lot from both of us. We really appreciate it. As always, like and comment. You know what I just realized, Jared? That we both have Christian McCaffrey, which we talked about off screen. Do you see a little difference we have in there?
Oh, I got it at 66.
Yep, you have it at 66.5. I have it at 67.5. It just happened to when we both took it during today, and we record on Wednesday. You guys see this on Thursday.
You get 67 yards, man.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Okay, so for my Week 10 UnderDog Fantasy Pick'em, I'm going to start with Christian McCaffrey over 67.5 rushing yards. Like Jared said, he hasn't gotten in the last 4 weeks, but his carries have been down, and the 49ers offense has been down amidst their slide in dropping the record to 5-3. I think this is the time that they kind of get back on track. They kind of need to get back on track, and they force feed Christian McCaffrey to kind of give a little more confidence and take a little pressure off the struggling Brock Purdy. So Christian McCaffrey over 67.5 rushing yards. I'm going to the Ravens' high-powered offense, one of the best teams in the National Football League. So why not use them in this week's underdog? Mark Andrews, higher than 4 receptions. If he gets 4 receptions, guys, you can get a push, and your bet will still count. If you hit the other part, you just lose a little bit of money, but you still win money overall, which is always good. So I got Mark Andrews higher than 4 receptions. He has had at least 4 catches in his last 3 games. This past week, he had 9 catches. So he's at least hit 4 receptions in the last 3 games. And then I'm going to the defensive side of the ball. I'm changing up. We got to get a win. So I'm going Danielle Hunter higher than half a sack. Obviously, if he gets half a sack, you get the push. But if he gets 1 sack, you're all good. He's had at least 1 sack in 2 out of the last 3 games. So I expect him to continue that. And he's one of the best pass rushers in the National Football League. So I like Danielle Hunter over a half sack this week.
Pete, you love mixing it up. At first it was the kickers, then the spicy emo, or
the spicy emoji helped me.
Yeah, now
that's the win I got.
Yeah,
we're gonna try to get back on track. We're both gonna try to get a win here, but you guys have to do a little thing for us. You guys have to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also use code UnderDog or not use code. Use code TSP on UnderDogFantasy.com or the mobile app. The link will be in the description. And JR, where can everyone follow us?
Yeah, guys, we are on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter at Talking Sports PD. Follow us for content. We really appreciate it. And like Pete said, really appreciate you guys for subscribing. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. It means a lot to us.
Please hit the subscribe button. Content is going to come. We're going to get you guys a full podcast in the next couple of weeks, but we're going to keep giving you guys until the end of the regular season our Underdog Fantasy weekly pick'ems. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. We'll be back next Thursday morning to give you guys our Week 11 Underdog Fantasy Pick'em. Until then, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. And as always, like and comment. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.